He's a single father and renounced Mormon who has been sounding the alarm and fighting back against the Christian nationalist agenda and its encroachment in public education since 2021. Secular Education Association is a national grassroots organization dedicated to organizing, watchdogging, and fighting back against the multifaceted attacks of the religious encroachment in public schools. Please welcome Zach Taylor.
Good afternoon, Fort Wayne. My name is Zachary Parrish. I'm the co-founder of Secular Education Association. First of all, I want to thank Indivisible for inviting me to speak, all the organizers who helped put this event together, and all of you for coming out today. Today, I would like to talk about our nation's children, who are truly the future of our country and our democracy. As parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, educators, and citizens of this nation, we are all people of different faith and no faith. But we are united by one simple promise. Public schools are for the public. Every child, every family, every worldview, no exceptions. Public education is a fundamental cornerstone of our democracy. We're here at the No Kings rally because we reject the idea that any one faction, religious, political, or corporate, gets to rule over our laws or our children's school day. No kings in a democracy, no kings in our classroom, and no kings influencing our children's beliefs. Authoritarianism doesn't always show up in a crown. In education, it shows up as a coordinated campaign to control what kids learn, to decide which families count, and to turn the shared school day into a stage for culture wars and a battleground for ideology. The attacks against our public education system are wide-ranging and by design. Vouchers that drain public school funding, 10 Commandments and Bibles being pushed into classrooms, release-time religious instruction programs that carve kids out of instruction time while dividing each other. They attempt to rewrite history, science, and sex ed along with book bans and gag orders. These are all different weapons, but one project with one goal: to undermine the public secular school day so that a single faction, a single belief, and a single worldview can rule our space our children share. But here's what gets lost in these discussions and headlines. It's the kids themselves. Children are already under pressure academically, socially, mentally, and emotionally. They're navigating cliques, bullying, and the deep human need to belong. When we bring sectarian fights to the schoolhouse steps, we don't build character or teach morality. We add pressure. We label kids by belief. We other and ostracize them under the banner of parental choice or freedom. That's not freedom. That's authoritarianism in kid-sized packaging. These attacks aren't about religious freedom. They're about spreading one religion, pushing one interpretation of Christianity. And when faced with the argument of parental rights, my response: what about the rights of our children? Do they not have a right to an education free of religious encroachment and coercion? Freedom of religion only works when paired with freedom from religion. Our founding fathers understood this and made sure to put aside their own religious beliefs to ensure that that idea was ingrained in the foundation of our country. We cannot allow this piece of history to be rewritten. Our children have the right to explore their own beliefs and come to their own conclusions. They deserve a public education free from religious influence. America is not and was never meant to be a Christian nation. It's a nation where you are free to be a Christian, a Sikh, or a Buddhist, or an atheist, where you're free to be Jewish, Rastafarian, pagan, or whatever else you choose to be. Make no mistake, the end game of these attacks is to reshape the worldview and religious beliefs of our nation's youth en masse. Not to grow free thinkers, but to sort and mold future voters into adults who have a narrow interpretation of spirituality, hold conservative values, and will not question authority. That's not education, that's indoctrination, and it has no place in the public school day, which is paid for by all of us. Here's what we at Secular Education Association believe. 1, freedom of religion requires freedom from religion in the school day. A secular day doesn't oppose faith. It protects it by keeping belief voluntary, personal, and sincere. 2, every minute of instruction matters. Literacy, math, science, arts, and honest history. Kids need more time learning together, not less. 3, children have rights. If parental rights are the only ones we say out loud, then kids get coerced into silence. Students have a right to learn without religious pressure and arrive at their own beliefs in their own time. 4, our diversity matters. Many faiths and none. It isn't a problem to solve, it's a promise to keep. Public schools are where that promise happens every day. To our friends in the faith communities, we see you and we're not against you. Many of you already serve students beautifully with mentoring, tutoring, food pantries, and donating school supplies, and events and programs that take place after school and are open to all with no pressure. That's pluralism. We applaud you. We want you to keep that up. But the school day is common ground and no faction gets a throne. Public schools are not pulpits. This is the No Kings rally, so here's our pledge. No kings in policy. District policy must serve all families. No kings in curriculum. Evidence and data must guide instruction, not ideology. No kings in conscience. A child's inner faith belongs to that child and their family. Elected officials and board members, hear this. You took an oath to the Constitution, not to a crown. You can be remembered for keeping the schoolhouse common ground or for letting it be parceled out. Choose courage, choose kids, choose the boring, hard, beautiful work of buses, breakfasts, books, and budgets over the cheap, polarizing politics of culture war and divisiveness. Before I close, I have a word for the students. You do not belong to a campaign. You are not a demographic and you're nobody's trophy. You are the reason public schools exist. We promise to fight for classrooms where you can ask honest questions, learn drill facts, and be fully yourself without the pressure to conform to somebody else's belief. Schools teach, families believe, and the government should protect the space in between. Hold that boundary with us. Keep classrooms honest, keep faith voluntary, and keep kids free to become themselves. I invite you all to stop by our table, join secular education where parents and communities defend a secular common school day. As I wrap up, I would like to leave you with just a few words about courage. In moments like this, it's easy to think, I'm just one person. What difference can I make? I started as nothing more than a pissed off parent, not a policy expert and not a professional activist. I'm a recovering addict with no college degree and a blue-collar job who simply refused to let my kid's school day be carved up and overtaken by religious influence. Thank you. I spoke up, educated myself, organized, and kept showing up. And people started listening. Doors opened to town halls, panels, legislators, and national conferences. With the help of my extraordinary business partner, Molly Gaines, we were able to found a nonprofit which has amassed a group of over 10,000 parents, teachers, administrators, and concerned citizens who are all fighting back together and making a difference. Because ordinary people refusing to bow is how democracy works. If I can do it, you can do it. Each and every one of you can make an impact, no matter your background, education, or socioeconomic status. Stand for what you believe in, ruffle feathers, be loud, organized, and be engaged with the issues that matter to you. Together, I fully believe we can get this country back to what it was meant to be, a diverse nation led by the people, for the people. Thank you.